I do have a question for you as to talk about like another player that's entering the draft. I feel like, for how good of a season his team had, he hasn't really been talked about a lot and has been high up on the draft board. And he was a Big 12 player at one point. How you feel about Will Howard?
I
Short
think Will
arms.
Howard has progressed wonderfully
Hmm.
under the tutelation of
Campbell.
Ryan Day and Chip Kelly. I think him winning a national title is just kind of the icing on the cake in regards to that. And I think he's an excellent game manager with some ability, some athletic ability as well. And I think he's a very underrated prospect in terms of quarterbacks. We saw what he could do at Kansas State. He was a very raw product at Kansas State,
Hmm.
and I think they saw that he could get better tuition or better tutelage rather under a different system at Ohio State. And I think he saw that as well. It was closer to home, so it really made sense, especially with Avery Johnson going in. So he goes to Ohio State and completely lights it up and proves the everybody that had a say in that decision right. And I think he's going to make a team very happy um, should they need a quarterback that is kind of the Tom Brady type, the one that can manage the game well, the one that can play well behind a, a solid team, but also bring up his team into being something formidable.
Is
Because
he
I,
better? Is he better than JJ McCarthy on draft day?
yes, absolutely. I think he's got a better arm than JJ. I think he has better athletic ability than JJ. I think he's a way better scrambler. I think his decision making skills are where JJ overtakes Will Howard, though. I don't think he's the best decision maker in the world. I think that still needs some development. I think it developed a lot more from at Ohio State than it did at Kansas State. I think he had interceptions all over the place at Kansas State and some pretty crucial ones at that.
I was gonna say,
But
yeah, they could have won a Big 12 championship if he doesn't throw a couple interceptions. That's
right,
they got close. They got
yeah,
close.
it's pretty crazy. I mean, he's an underrated prospect in my opinion. In a very down draft for quarterbacks, I think he's a very underrated prospect, and that says something about what I think of Campbell or what I think of Shadur Sanders, what I think of Jackson Dart. I think they have the ability to be good, but I don't think they have. Uh, they're just missing something. You know, every quarterback in this draft is missing something. You don't see the perfect quarterback prospect.
You don't see like the
And
Peyton Manning, the Andrew Luck, the
Trevor
type
Lawrence.
guys in this draft. Trevor
yeah,
Lawrence, sure.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield. Yeah, to pump up the OU guy over there.
Yeah.